The message was streamed live on all of our social media platforms. The feedback we got was people asking for the platform on which we intend running, to which we responded that getting to know the candidate is our primary aim at the moment. And as time goes on, we will review the platform. On Tuesday, 13th March 2018, the Asiwaju campaign team led by the aspirant, Asiwaju Abayomi, was at the Peace Secretariat in Abayomi to submit our letter of intent and to intimate the party leadership of our ambition. We were well received. The leadership of the party and our team discussed at length, and we are glad to announce we are in one accord. We will be contesting the next House of Representatives election in 2019 on the platform of Accord Party. Remain resolute and audacious, and we have a party that shares our audacity and resolution to save our people. On this note, I would like to say, God bless our Dr. Federal Constituency, God bless Ogun State, God bless Nigeria, and God bless our great party, Accord.
Everyone, of course, all protocols are duly skipped. I am Oyito Rodwashi. I report for Voice of Awori. I want to direct my question to the our aspirant, pardon me. Please, I would like to ask, what is that single thing that inspired your ambition to contest at the House of Representatives level the coming, 2019 election? Then the other question is, do you think you've got what it takes to perhaps get the seat come 2019?
Mr. Oyetoro from Voice of Awori. On Tuesday, 13th of March, I was privileged to be in Abayomi at the state secretariat of our great party, and I was also privileged to meet the state chairman and of course the leading leader of the party, the famous Dr. Doyin Okupe. And just like your question, when I introduced myself as an aspirant for this office, the state chairman giggled, and Dr. Doyin Okupe was like, okay, no problem. And the next question he asked, how old are you? Then several other questions followed. And I was able to answer all these questions, at least to his satisfaction and to the satisfaction of everybody present. And when he now made comments after every other aspirant out, he said, initially when you said you wanted to vie for House of Representatives, according to him, I was skeptical. But after listening to you, I think I am convinced. I think I am impressed. And he started praying. And one of the things I told him, he asked me a very vital question. He said, what have you done before? And I said, what do you mean, sir? You mean what have I done politically? I said, okay, well, I have never held any political office in the mainstream politics. But I've been a student unionist and a student activist right from my days in school. I was a student union general secretary during my national diploma. I was the president of my department, the pioneer president. I even formed the organization in a private polytechnic during my HND. My zeal, my passion for youth development speaks well for me. I told you that hardly will you find a youth in the city of Ota who does not know the name or the brand Asiwaju. One, I'm a media and entrepreneur, media and entertainment entrepreneur. I've been able to impact lives. Nothing less than 100 youths are gainfully employed as a result of my activities in this town. So as a result of that, I have impacted a lot of youth. By extension, I also told him, I said, when it comes to leadership, the name Asiwaju is not just Asiwaju probably is a chieftaincy title, no. It was given to me because a lot of people saw the leadership traits that I possess, which is quite uncommon. And that's why they said, young man, you are our Asiwaju, continue to lead us. This was quite evident some days, or was it not last week, when we had a sensitization program for youths in this city, and we said, let us go out there and sensitize people. Let us educate people on the need to get a PVC. And nothing less than 300 youths followed me without being enticed, without being motivated with money and all that. Hardly will you find any politician or any leader in this part of the world that will want to gather even 100 people without sending advance money to them to say, come and let us talk. Because the youth will not listen to them. So if I can be able to speak and say, youth, meet me under Songo Bridge by 9 a.m. And by 8, I already have people calling me, Asiwaju, we are there. Then that simply means they must have seen something. They must have seen something in me, which is of course my leadership quality, which is of course my impact in their lives, which is of course the giant strides I've been able to make in this community, in this city of Ota. I call Ota a city, I don't call it a town. Because what you want to see is what you say. I see this place as an emerging city, and that's why myself and my colleagues will be calling it a city all this while, and it's becoming a city. So to your question, sir, I have all it takes to vie for this position. Of course, the general notion is that, do you have money? And I say, that's why we are saying it's a break from the norm. We are not relying on financial inducement to induce or entice voters before they can vote for us. We are saying, don't just look at the container. I may be slim. I may not have flesh on my neck. I may not even have flesh on my leg. I may not be as fat as you think. But I believe that the content I can provide, those that are sitting in the office as we speak today, those that are representing us, they are not better than me. And of course, I'm not also better than those that are out there that are not contesting. But I feel if I don't come out now, if I don't contest now, if I don't signify my interest now, if I don't become the representative of the people now, when will that time be? Are we going to wait until when we put sycophants in positions? Are we going to wait and continue to see where we put those that are dummies who does not have anything to offer? All thoughts they have is because they feel they are wealthy, they have money bags, and they have some supporters, some so-called godfathers behind them. And we just, and we continue to recycle old politicians all over again. And that's what I'm saying. I'm coming out strongly, not because I want to represent myself, but I'm the voice of the voiceless. I am the battle axe in the hands of those people who think that they deserve true representation. They deserve effective and qualitative education, representation. That is what I represent. And that's why I, Asiwaju Abayomi, is telling the whole world, is telling my constituency and a federal constituency, in all the 16 political wars that exist here, that entrust me with this position, trust me with your vote, and I will not fail you. I will show to you what effective representation is. I will show to you what qualitative representation is. I would not just, there are 3 types of representatives. The one that is vibrant at the floor of the house and is not showing the people what is supposed to show them back at home. The other one is one that is not vibrant on the floor of the house, but he comes back home and gives people feedback. And there is another one which is spectacular. The one that is vibrant on the floor of the house, that takes the voice of the people to the National Assembly or to the House of Assembly, as the case may be, and comes back home to give them what they deserve back at home. That is the kind of legislator I want to be. That is the kind of man I am right now. I'm saying that I am able and I am willing to represent the good people of Abayomi Federal Constituency from 2019, and I'm counting on you for your support. Thank you and God bless.